Well, if you ever wondered how far the quality of a movie franchise can drop, then you should watch Home Alone 1, 2, and 3. But we have a new contender in the ring. Okay, so Enola Holmes 1. A simple, fun movie, Sherlock Holmes for tween girls. It's corny, it's super on the nose, but it had this kind of charm to it. It knew what it wanted to be, and it just stuck to that the whole time. Enola Holmes 2. A darker, more mature story. I mean, it's still very silly, but there's like a conspiracy about girls being poisoned at a factory, and it's a solid movie. I stand by that. And now, 4 years later, we finally have the third and probably final movie in the franchise. Everyone's older now, Moriarty's escaped the prison. This movie's probably going to be some super dark, mature, the biggest mystery puzzle of all time. And then it came out, and what the heck is Netflix doing? But okay, let's talk about it. Come along, kids. Let's take a walk.
I read somewhere that all good stories begin with a wedding.
Oh, is that so? Well, I also read somewhere that Sherlock Holmes crossed femme reader. You can't quite understand Mycroft's newfound hostility toward you. Warning, Mycroft being a misogynistic... Good God, feminism. So it's 1 year after the second movie, I think? Or it's 1 year after Moriarty escaped from prison anyway, which is where the second movie ends. So sure, whatever. Enola and Tewkesbury are finally getting married. After all the time we spent watching their relationship bloom and blossom. This is a joke, by the way. We don't actually see any of that. They confessed their love in the second movie, and now they're getting married. We don't even get to see the part where they date for like 8 years and the love is long gone, but rent is too expensive to move out, so now they're basically just like roommates, always annoyed when the other one's in the kitchen, both of them secretly wishing that the other one would reach across the aisle and say something like, "I'm sorry for everything I said about how I think you're acting exactly like your mom," or that you have me saved on your phone as guy who crop dusts me in my own home. Oh, when will the Lord take me? No, I'm sorry too, Reginald. Maybe we can start over again.
'Tis I. No, really. You see, the bride in question is having doubts about what it means to become a lady. But it's Tewkesbury.
Ow! Will you stop that?
I cannot leave him there.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. What are these lips? How much filler are they giving this kid? Did she just get them done like 2 days ago? Now, just to be clear, I'm not judging her for getting filler or having her makeup look like this or whatever. By 2026 standards, she's very pretty. But this is a period movie? It's like 1887 or something? The heck is this? Anyway, so as you just saw, Enola's having doubts about marrying Tewkesbury, but I mean, he's the softest of all soft Tumblr sexy man. It's like if an Uncrustable wished to be a real boy, then he's secretly in love with Sherlock, according to Tumblr anyway. Sherlock Holmes and Viscount Tukey? Dorks in love. Yes, Tewkesbury knows where babies come from. No, he's not talking about it with Mycroft. Oh, man, this is so good. Enola Holmes is Hermione Granger. But all the same, Enola comes to her senses and rides over to the wedding, which has been on pause for like 3 hours now while they wait for her to figure out her feelings.
Yeah!
Excuse me, madam. To concern you a little, we have a man in pursuit.
He does not look savory.
And so Enola does the only sensible thing and climbs on top of the carriage with a shotgun. But turns out it's just John Watson the whole time. Wow, Enola, you see one brown guy and this is your reaction, huh? Do better.
Were you wearing a mask?
It's a handkerchief. The dust plays havoc with my lungs. Oh, you thought I was...
Thought you were murdering me?
No.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought. Why were you pursuing me?
It's your brother, Enola, that Sherlock has been kidnapped.
Okay, so just a little backstory here about what Sherlock and Enola have been doing up to now. So, having proven herself as a great detective, she and Sherlock have been working together on some cases here and there.
Flailing feet aimed for purchase. Sherlock, this is not where the man disappeared. This is a murder scene. Is that Sherlock Holmes?
They're less fun than you'd think.
Detection filled my weeks, and on the weekends were...
Okay, I'm sorry to bring this up again, but her makeup has taken me out of this so fast. And they didn't even try? My dude, Muppet Christmas Carol looks more believable than this movie. Anyway, so while doing all this, she's also dating Tewkesbury, and by that I mean listening to him talk about flowers and bugs and feelings and stuff.
Enola Eudora Holmes, will you take Ernest Augustus of the House of Tewkesbury?
Yes, he has a first name. I was surprised too.
So wait, every Tumblr girl's dream soft boy. This dude is named Ernest? The only name worse than that is Milton. Now, it's a family tradition, apparently, in the Tewkesbury house that they get married in Malta. And since Enola is mostly by herself anyway, she just kind of goes along with it. We get some interesting little historical backstory of the island of Malta here.
Though but a speck in the Mediterranean Sea, Malta has been invaded by the Phoenicians, the Romans, and even Napoleon for its strategic importance. Since 1814, the island has been under military control of the British Empire.
And this will be kind of important later, so just keep in the back of your head right next to all the lyrics of every song from a Goofy movie. Anyway, so they all ship off to Malta and proceed with the wedding festivities, like the big family dinner thing that everyone hates but keeps on doing for some reason.
Was a proud father, and he saw in his son an opportunity to make a man. Young revolutionary, prepared to stand side by side with those less fortunate, almost as equals, which perhaps explains his choice of bride.
The heck? Isn't the Holmes family like really rich and famous and respected? Like, aren't they like the Kardashians of Victorian England or something? But okay, so that's the whole kind of setup of the movie. And then Enola gets cold feet on the big day, but then Watson shows up and he's like, your brother's missing. And she's like, ah. And then they both go into his room and investigate.
The room has been torn apart.
Looks perfectly normal to me.
His garments have been left untouched, so whoever did this knows he cares nothing for them.
Dude, this wedding dress is crazy. I'm pretty sure this is not Victorian accurate to the time, okay? I mean, she looks great for a time traveler. But eventually, as you might expect, Enola does find something.
K-H-O-S-T?
Ah, yes, Kingdom Hearts original soundtrack. Classic. Enola, it's fine. Sherlock's just writing down his YouTube search history. You see, under that it also says, the chess piece from Digital Circus reassures you during your first period boyfriend ASMR? Anyway, so this leads her on a bit of a chase, where she sees this guy that she also noticed Sherlock was looking at the night before at the dinner thing. But when she goes after him, he starts running, so of course she chases him, right? But then when she finally catches him, he's been shot.
Look at me, I will find you help. Please, just tell me your name. Where's my brother? Where's my brother? Wrath.
Oh, okay, we're doing the 7 Deadly Sins thing again, are we? If she finds Gwyneth Paltrow's head in the box, I'm turning this movie off. I'm sorry. I know I'm harping on this a lot, okay? But like, who is telling her she needs this? Look at this. What is she, like 22? Why does she want to look like this? Anyway, so Tewksbury goes to see her because she hasn't said anything to him since she stood him up at the wedding. And understandably, he's like, harumph, harumph.
Your doubts about this have been clear for some time. So don't.
I am sorry for any pain I have caused you.
I truly hope you succeed in finding your brother.
And so Enola does the only sensible thing and looks wistfully out at the ocean from a random cliff in the middle of nowhere.
Perhaps my mother was right. I am meant to be alone.
You're going to do very well on your own, Enola.
You know, for a movie that's like 20 minutes shorter than the last one, they sure do a lot of flashbacks of scenes from previous movies. I guess Helen Bonham Carter couldn't renegotiate her contract in time, huh? Anyway, so here, finally, the movie gets going. Wait, hold it. So she just fell asleep on the cliff? She's just there, sleeping on the ground in her dress? And then she runs like 5 miles in about 15 seconds. She gets back to the house, hotel, whatever this is, somehow before it all completely burns down. Now, long story short, we find out that someone came in, kidnapped Tewksbury's mom, and then set the whole place on fire.
Then there is the question of the fire. Are we truly dealing with a kidnapper, a murderer, and an arsonist all in one?
You asked the wrong question. Go back.
Why did the kidnapper start the fire?
Precisely.
Tewksbury, you never told me your mom was dragging a wagon like that. More like Lady Tushbury, you know what I'm saying? So she goes searching through the room after the fire's taken care of. She's trying to figure out like what the kidnappers would have been looking for. She finds the mom's stash of Oreo and Chips Ahoy crumbs, and also finds Tewksbury's dad's old war medals, which she kind of just decides must be important for some reason. Now, right then, we meet another character who climbs in through the window randomly.
Lady,
So this guy's a local Maltese man, a Malteser, if you will. And don't worry about remembering him at all, because the movie completely forgets about him like 5 minutes later. No joke, this dude shows up and then does pretty much nothing the entire movie.
Who are you?
My name is Mikhail Mitzi, of the Partito Anti-Reformista, and we believe in a free Malta. And we wish to be rid of your crown.
Now, this brings up a thing about this movie that I find not bad, but it's just strange. So the first two movies are completely race blind, right? You know, they're about like gender issues and class issues, but then we have like an Asian girl and the black lady runs the school, Parliament is very diverse. But now, suddenly, in this movie, race is like really important, like Watson being Indian, for example.
My father was a soldier as well. A loyal servant of the British Raj. He loved the crown. Believed in its right to rule India.
Or like when the British army dudes are talking to the local police.
Sergeant Entry.
Yes, Governor.
I'm afraid you appear to have made a mistake.
Sir,
You are here under a remit for Maltese crimes. Enola Holmes is English. She is your better.
Like, again, I'm not saying this is a bad thing to put in a movie, but it just kind of goes against how the last two movies were. Like, suddenly now, race and color and ethnicity matter to the story, even though the previous movies went way out of their way to pretend like none of that was a thing that people cared about. But okay, so I'm just gonna summarize the movie here, right? So the big mystery, if you can call it that, is we find out that years ago, during the Anglo-Afghan War, Tewksbury's dad was part of an operation that involved framing a bunch of Maltese soldiers and then stealing all of their gold. But Tewksbury's dad didn't like this and purposely sank all the gold to the bottom of the ocean.
I'm sorry, sir. What was my father's role in this? Was he told to do this?
The operation was his.
Excuse me.
The idea this movie is going for, touching on the atrocities of the British Empire, this topic is worth diving into for sure. But the way they're doing it is so funny to me. It's like, wait a minute, you're telling me the British military stole some gold from someone? My dude, have you been to a British museum? This was a gift from a local sultan, and like the word gift has like 40 quotation marks around it. Like, I'm pretty sure they just openly bragged about all of this for centuries.
To realize the damage our crown had done. The way we treated the people. Brutally. I suddenly saw it so clearly.
So, how Moriarty plays into this is she's commissioned by some other military officials to find the missing gold. So she kidnaps Sherlock and Tewksbury's mom so that Enola and Ernest would, find the gold and lead her to it?
She knew of Coast, and she knew of he, and she knows Tewksbury loves me. And only Tewksbury could bring me to him.
Me?
Yes, you, and you could bring me to the gold.
Yeah, this movie makes no sense at all. The third movie is not based on one of the actual Enola Holmes books, and boy, you can tell because the whole mystery, puzzle, riddle thing is basically non-existent. I was expecting some kind of crazy, twisted mystery that the great genius Moriarty sets up for Enola and Sherlock. It's gonna be dark and messed up. It's gonna take both of their minds together to figure it out. But no, you see, actually, this is just Tumblr Girl fanfic, the movie. Right at this point in the movie, Moriarty has just escaped, and we've seen her murder 2 people right in front of Enola. She could be anywhere at any time, and then they just go swimming? What? And then he braids her hair afterwards. Man, they just Tumblred the heck out of this movie. Enola 3 really does feel like fanfic, because we had this whole setup of the dynamics between Tewksbury the Lord, Enola the detective, Sherlock the grizzled, old, hard-boiled detective. It was great, it was dark, it was funny, it was smart. And then now it's just Enola Tewksbury, the non-threatening boy chronicles. I mean, Tewksbury was always a Tumblr soft boy, but this movie cranks it up to 11.
Where's my brother?
He will be released as soon as I have what I need.
How can we trust you? I have seen 2 dead by your hands.
Must you protect gold that is filthy with blood, stained you, as it has stained that floppy boy whose dirty name you almost took?
Floppy boy? Hey, come on, only happens once in a while, okay? Could have happened to anyone. Stop bringing it up. And you can tell this was the main focus because the actual plot of the movie suffers so much. This part where they're hatching their big plan to infiltrate the British military base and find out about the gold and stuff.
Full dress.
Oh my God, the family you're marrying into are totally intolerable. This woman just gave me a bedpan, thought I was her maid.
Mother.
Oh shoot, the contract negotiation finally went through. Helen Bonham Carter's back in the game.
A little discussion I don't think is going to hurt Enola's thoughts.
I have a thought.
3 men.
Hello?
It's an avalanche.
I apologize, I was close at hand.
Yeah, so the way they get all the characters together in one place is they all just show up randomly. Or like I said, how they get Enola away from the fire at the house is that she just falls asleep on a cliff. Did ChatGPT write this? Okay, so the end of the movie, right? Enola does find the gold that was stolen, and when she comes out of the cave where she finds it, Moriarty's there, and then this happens.
Sorry.
Once again, you are behind the curve, Miss Holmes.
Are you quite sure of that?
Mdowrin! You are surrounded! Sherlock! They are full of flipped.
Oh my God. What is this movie, man? I've got you surrounded. I've got you surrounded. Oh, you thought, huh? I got you double surrounded. Ha! You don't even know how surrounded you are. Like, this movie is literally just an episode of Scooby-Doo at this point. But okay, so Moriarty escapes this by throwing her homemade grenades, I guess, and jumps on a horse, right? And then Enola rushes after her with the most caked makeup on her face. They did Millie so dirty in this movie that she produced, by the way. Anyway. What is even happening right now? The entire horse chase scene lasts like 15 seconds. Why even bother? Anyway, so she follows Moriarty, who leads her right to where Sherlock is being held captive. Enola has no way of knowing this, by the way, but then she runs inside to save Sherlock. Like, why would Moriarty lead her here? And also, how would she even know that this is where Sherlock is? Nothing in this movie makes any actual sense. Like, Moriarty is supposed to be this, like, a genius, scheming, Machiavellian mastermind, right? But she's, like, cackling like a Scooby-Doo villain.
You made it easy. You're so unlike your brother. He shows me nothing. But you?
But okay, so they subdue Moriarty, the day is saved, the military officials are put in jail because they stole some gold from the Maltese military. Man, this is like really low on the list of things the British have done. But sure, Netflix, whatever you say. Yeah, okay, let's all imagine the world where government officials get punished when they do bad stuff. Hilarious, Netflix. And in the end, Enola and Tewkesbury mend their relationship because, of course, they do.
I do not wish to take your name.
Nor would I. My name is tarnished beyond all measure.
No, I mean, your title.
I'm giving up my title. I'm in the process of resigning it. I'll be a lord no more.
Okay, see now this is how you know that whoever made this movie had no idea what they were doing. So Tewkesbury gives up being a lord for Enola. You know, the thing that was his entire purpose in the story.
Truth is, we had our lives exactly as we wanted. Tewkesbury continued to be the champion for change and progress.
Like, the entire reason Enola likes him and the entire reason his grandma was trying to murder him in the first movie? After all of that, he just gives it up anyway? So the grandma wins? I guess neither one of them cares about social progress now, suddenly, even though that's the entire shtick of these movies? Sorry, guys, I'm getting a little overzealous here. In conclusion, this movie is hilariously bad. Like, it looks pretty enough, I guess, but the plot makes very little sense. There's no actual mystery that we're solving. The action is ridiculous. And it just feels like the only reason this movie exists is to give Tumblr girls their dream ship movie. Like, there's even a nod to the Sherlock John Watson girlies. This is not a real movie. This is just Millie Bobby Brown reading too many Enola Holmes Tumblr posts.
Who do you think you were in a past life?
Swords will go, you know, to kill people, but make them like have a painful death. And that's how I think I died. So I think I might have been a soldier.
On the battlefield.
And I was definitely a man. Hopefully a closeted gay man.
Sure, Millie. Whatever you say.